She had never played her before. Not once. No history. No head-to-head. No idea how the other woman would react when the match got tight. And yet, by the end of the night, Amanda Anisimova would know exactly who Alex Eala was. Because this wasn't supposed to happen. Not against a former world number 3. Not against a 2-time Grand Slam finalist. Not against a 9th seed at a $7.4 million tournament. On paper, this was a kind of match where experience wins, where ranking wins, where the older, more decorated player finds a way through. But Alex Eala had already made a habit of rewriting what's supposed to happen. Inside the Linder Family Tennis Center, something was building long before either player set foot on the court. Philippine flags everywhere, chants rolling through the stands. It didn't feel like a first-round match at Cincinnati. It felt like the crowd had already decided who they came for. Even Anisimova could feel it coming. Before the match, she admitted she'd never faced Eala, said she was looking forward to the challenge. But she also knew what she was walking into. She'd heard about the energy that follows Alex from city to city. Now she was about to feel for herself on the biggest stage yet. Alex arrived in Cincinnati already carrying momentum. Her previous match against Elena Gabriela Ruse hadn't even needed a third set. Ruse retired with foot injury. But before that retirement, Alex had already taken the match apart, attacking the second serve, stepping inside the baseline, giving Ruse no time to breathe. It wasn't luck. It was a pattern. Alex wasn't just surviving against good players anymore. She was dictating. And there was something else buried in that win. Ruse was the same player who had knocked Alex out of U.S. Open qualifying back in 2024. Nearly 2 years later, Alex didn't need a statement. She just needed a scoreline. And she got it. Then came Anisimova. And this was a different level of problem entirely. This was an unfamiliar name trying to make a career-defining run. Anisimova already had to resume most players spent a decade chasing. A French Open semifinal as a teenager, 2 WTA 1000 titles in 2025, finals appearances at both Wimbledon and the U.S. Open that same year. She knew what it felt like to play under real pressure. She knew how to win when it mattered, and she and Alex had never shared a court. No prior meeting to study. No memory of how the other handled a tight second set. Whatever was about to happen, both players would be figuring it out in real time. But here's what made Alex dangerous walking in. She'd already beaten 9 top 10 players that season. Madison Keys, Jasmine Paolini, Coco Gauff, Jessica Pegula, Elena Rybakina, twice. Elite names who had all learned the same uncomfortable lesson. Give Alex an opening, and the match can slip away fast .9 wins like that in a single season is an accident. It's a pattern too big to explain away. And Alex wasn't in Cincinnati, just hoping to add a 10th. She came in with something more dangerous than talent. She came in with belief. Then the crowd showed up in full force. Thousands of Filipino fans turned the stadium into a wall of flags and noise. Every big point from Alex triggered another wave. Every mistake from Anisimova was met with a silence you could feel. Anisimova had said before the match that she loved playing in front of full stadiums, that she wanted to use the energy rather than fight it. That's the kind of thing a confident player says. But there's a difference between a loud crowd and a crowd that has already picked a side and emotionally invested everything in it. Alex had lived inside that atmosphere before. Naomi Osaka once compared the feeling around her matches to a basketball game, not a tennis match. And once this one started, you could understand exactly what she meant. Every rally felt heavier. Every winner detonated the crowd. But noise alone doesn't win matches. The real question was whether Alex could carry the weight of everyone expecting her to win, because that kind of expectation can just as easily become a burden. One shaky game, and a stadium's energy can turn nervous instead of electric. Against a player like Anisimova, there's no room to let emotion take over your tennis. You have to stay patient, read the patterns, wait for the opening. And that's exactly what made this performance stand out. Alex didn't look buried by the moment. She looked like she'd been waiting for it. There was more on the line than just one match. 8 wins in her last 9, since claiming the title in Washington, had pushed Alex to the edge of the world's top 16, a ranking that could hand her a protected seed at the U.S. Open and completely reshape the draw ahead of her. This wasn't just about beating Anisimova. It was about where Alex was heading next. And that's where the story stops being about one upset and starts being about something bigger. Beat one top 10 player, and people call it a surprise. Beat 2, they call a good week. But beat 9, then walk into a 10 chance. And the word upset stops fitting. At some point, you have to admit something has actually changed at Anisimova's own words before the match proved she knew it too. She wasn't treating Alex like a name she didn't need to worry about. She knew the crowd would be against her. She knew Alex was riding the best season of her career. She knew exactly what kind of storm she was walking into, and she believed she could still win it. She'd beaten great players before. She'd survived big stages before. She wasn't going to fold just because of noise. Point two completely different resumes were about to collide. One player with the finals and the ranking, the other with the momentum and something to prove. And above all of it, a stadium full of people waiting for a reason to erupt. Then the moment arrived. Alex walked out, and the whole building responded, flags moving through the stands, chants rising before a ball was even struck. But once play began, all of that noise had to disappear from her mind, because tennis, once it starts, becomes brutally simple. One ball, one decision. Against someone like Anisimova, one hesitation is enough to lose a game entirely. Alex needed to stay aggressive without getting careless. She needed to make Anisimova uncomfortable early and keep her there. Every time the American looked ready to seize control, Alex had an answer waiting. Every time Anisimova tried to build a rhythm, Alex broke it before to take hold. By the time the match reached its final stretch, the entire arena was on its feet, and Alex stood a handful of points away from the kind of win that changes how people talk about a career. Think about the weight of that moment. A world number 10, a former world number 3, a two-time Grand Slam finalist. Someone Alex had never even played before, no history, no comfort zone, nothing to lean on except what was happening right in front of her, and she found the answer anyway. When the final point landed, the crowd knew before the scoreboard even confirmed it. The noise broke loose. Another top 10 opponent had fallen. The count reached 10. 10 career wins against top 10 players. 10 reminders that Alex Eala isn't a promising young talent anymore. She's a genuine threat to the best players alive. And maybe the most important part of that night wasn't the number. It was what the number represented. This wasn't the same player from a year earlier. This was someone who had learned how to hold a big moment instead of being held by it. Someone who had learned to turn pressure into fuel instead of fear. Alex is building a reputation now, the kind that makes players in the top 10 quietly hope her name lands somewhere else in the draw. And the question around her has quietly flipped. It's no longer, can Alex compete with the best? It's, can the best survive Alex? That's not a small shift. That's the difference between a talented player and a player who becomes a real force on tour. Alex came to Cincinnati chasing a better ranking, a deeper run, a protected seed heading into the U.S. Open. She left with something bigger. One more piece of proof that when the pressure is at its absolute highest, she doesn't shrink. She rises. And now the rest of the tour has to reckon with that. The next time Alex walks out onto a packed court, nobody will be wondering who she is. They'll already know the flags. They'll already know the noise. They'll already know the list of top 10 names behind her. They'll know that the biggest stage is exactly where Alex Eala wants to be. Because the effect she has isn't just happening in the stands anymore. It's happening on the scoreboard. And every time another ranked opponent falls, it gets a little harder to call it a surprise.